EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first and 10 is Conner. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Conner going to get it again on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Cook again. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Allen going to go on 4th down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and goal, Murray. Ertz has it left side. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll look to run with Connor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray dancing to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here's Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was J. Sanders.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Morris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Allen going to throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. From the 24, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run here with Singletary, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, and Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Once again, it's Connor.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. High throw, but the catch is made. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And again, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to... EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get...
Run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reach. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jackson.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Again, Murray will keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll get this to Connor underneath. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cards have moved out in front.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. No gain on the screen there at second down. Rodgers now to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Rolling to his right.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. On the move past the 40. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride,
74 yards.
and the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now Rodgers.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And I think the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Come on. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Off the option, here's Murray running left.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Check, check, lucky.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
I see you over there. You scared?